So you don't have time to consume an entire podcast. That's okay. Enjoy the highlights on TRS Clips. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell icon. You must have done something right to get to where you are.
Yeah, I think even all the things you've done wrong to get to where you are very important.
Tell us about what you've done right and wrong.
You know, when you put someone that kind of question, you have to really look back. Because when you think of what have I done right? I think if I have to honestly say what I've done right is all the spontaneous decisions I've made in life. Even if it's
which means listening to your gut feeling and intuition.
Listening to your intuition, yeah. Okay. Listening to whatever your gut tells you, your instinct. I think even if it's not been a successful decision, I feel it was necessary in my journey to make me understand and learn the things. See, life is all about learning.
Would you like me to tell you about you?
Yeah.
Because I've done like a bunch of these. So
okay.
I've done so many that now I have blueprints.
I love to know about me from
people's
other
heads.
people.
About people's heads? Okay. This is just from podcasting and I have certain blueprints in my head based on the ones I've already done. I've done army people, entrepreneurs, actors, directors. I've done possibly every kind of head profile. According to me, I'm looking forward to new ones.
Yeah.
After a long time, I found a new one in you.
Achha.
Yeah.
Okay, share.
So what I find new about you is that you're too sharp in picking up what I'm doing in the podcast. People don't pick up. I'm able to like lead. I'm able to shepherd them through it. You're like, why are you doing this? Like, that's the energy I'm getting from you. And you're carrying it forward. You're building the content with me. So that shows a lot of intuitiveness and definitely psychology study. You're understanding where I'm coming from. And maybe even the podcaster in front of you is not the real me and you're picking up that.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the real parts to come out. See, this is the real part.
Okay.
Secondly, I do sense like a lot of creativity, obviously. Like the artist thing is there too much. Very connected to like your emotional side and all that. Especially from like, your personal side, like part of things. These thoughts I can sense in you a lot. Like you're thinking a lot about your personal life right now. And it's good because somewhere as an actor, you have to, when you have personal life things happening, it could be positives, it could be trauma. It's giving you fuel to better yourself as an actor.
For sure.
So I like how you're having a positive relationship with whatever you're going through.
Yeah.
Am I right?
You're absolutely right.
Okay. How do you guard yourself from like, say, people you don't want to interact with, where your intuition is telling you, stay away from this person, stay away from this energy? So
then I just stay away from that person.
Okay.
And that energy. I feel you take on a lot from, like I believe in energies. I believe that tomorrow if we are sitting and having a conversation and say you're friends with someone and you're, I feel like their energy will add a lot to your life. I pick up on energy. So I think also because like you said, you've noticed that my emotional quotient is very high. So if somebody's feeling low, I may empathize with them to as much as how they are feeling. So
how am I feeling?
Right now,
yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of heart in you. I don't know what you're going through in life, but you're putting on your bravest self right now. Am I right?
Yeah.
I'm
really like, I'm surrounded by a lot of loving friends and team and family. But I love talking to people. I don't drink or smoke or do anything. So my high is when I...
me too.
Oh, really? Oh. Why do you not?
To be honest, I'll give it to my mother. Because when we were growing up, she was like, these are not things you should be doing, blah, 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 blah. So I never tried. She said, you don't need to try because if you don't try, you'll never know and then you won't ever get into these bad habits.
You've never tried?
No, I mean, I've had a drink and stuff, obviously. Like, 18th birthday, 21st birthday, when you have your first glass of champagne and all of that. But I've never taken a liking to it. So I'm a teetotaler.
I've gone to one extreme of alcoholism.
Oh, really? Yeah, and you've come out of it types?
Yeah, because, I mean... I've got this thing called an addictive personality disorder. I think they call it something else. So anything that releases dopamine in my head, I get really into it. It could be video games, a person.
So are you like an extremist?
Yeah, which is why now my thing is like dharmic stuff, like I've gotten deep into that. Or gymming. It was gymming for a very long phase. But you have...
So this helps you balance it. Like getting into whether meditation or gymming or
content, YouTube.
This is your meditation ground.
This is my high, dude. Like when I'm exchanging energy with people.
I'm so happy that I'm a part of balancing your...
You're my real life Smirnoff bottle.
Oh man, that's cool.
No, but this job is great.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the entrepreneurship side of things also because it's challenging and aggressive and it's like war in a very positive way. And this is like the art and the kind of refueling I get for that war.
That's cool, yeah.
It's a great... And I sense...
That's very cool. I should look at life like that.
You don't?
Maybe subconsciously or unconsciously it's happening. But like how you know that you look at this as a way to like I should look at, like I always feel very anxious before films release. Okay, I don't get sleep at night, and it's probably excitement, anxiety, nervousness, all of that put together. But I've realized I won't sleep till 2, and I'm someone who sleeps at 11 o'clock or like max 11 o'clock. So I won't sleep till 2, 3. I won't get sleep. I feel like there's constantly like a little bit of butterflies going on. For what I think, I feel it's because of the release, but this happens to me for every release.
Can I tell you one more thing about you, which I've noticed?
Yeah.
So while you're saying you're anxious, I also think there's a base of a lot of joy.
Yeah. It's not. See, anxious doesn't necessarily mean
Unhappy.
It like I saw this very interesting video on Instagram or something where this guy was saying, I forget who he was, but basically he said that when you're nervous, what are the symptoms? You know, your breathing is a little different. When you're little like your palms are a little sweaty, all of that. When you're excited, what are your symptoms? The same thing. So when you tell your mind that these symptoms are excitement, you realize that what's nervousness can also be seen as excitement, and most of the time it is. Like I'm excited. My trailer's launched. We're going out and about. We're meeting people. But there's this thing now, and I said, oh my God, this promotional rut, it's so stressful. It's all in our mind. It's not so stressful. Actually, I can use this to refuel myself and then get back. Like how you're talking about, this being like energizing you for you to put back into your, on your techie side and going when you go there.
Not every podcast is like that.
Okay.
Like I'm not complimenting you. Huh?
Actually, I have to meet journos like you, or not journalists,
I'm
but
not
I have
a
to meet
journalist.
people like you. I hope the others that I meet have this kind of a vibe, so that it kind of like, excites you. It's far more interesting to speak with and to have conversations like this as opposed to like the mundane stuff of what was the experience, how did it feel. I feel like after a point you're like pretty much like like saying the same thing. Even you've lost interest in that. So you have to keep like upping your energy in that sense.
Yeah, I think honestly the audience has lost interest in interviews, which are just questions pre-planned. And podcasts are here to stay. That's what I hope for.